I've been using iOS 27 beta for a few days now. Should you even install it? Don't install iOS 27 beta by any chance. That's a terrible idea. As you can see, I'm currently having 16% of battery life and it's just 2:30 p.m. So, terrible idea. Your battery life will be completely destroyed if you consider using iOS 27 beta 1. This is still the first beta of the developer beta, so terrible idea, lots can happen. And the iPhone, this is the iPhone 16 Pro Max, by the way, will get really hot, like really hot, sometimes by chance. Not because I'm using the camera, not because I'm using the email, no, simply by chance. And lots of things are broken, like stability-wise, it's a pretty stable beta, just for being the first beta, and it's actually really fast and easy to use, no bugs, but you can still find some stability issues, and that's something that you don't want on your main device. So if you don't have a secondary iPhone to test out this beta, don't install it, please. The first feature that actually surprised me the most was definitely spatial reframing. Here, it's one of the things that will probably change the way that we use our iPhones and we take photos. I mean, I've shown this to normal people and they were all awed by what they saw. This is not even a photo taken by the iPhone, but by my professional camera. Look at this. Okay, I can reframe it for a different position, click on reframe, wait for a few seconds, not more than 15 seconds, and I will not speed this up for you to see. Ten seconds by now. This is terrible for YouTube retention. Please keep up. Done. Can see it? You definitely can. So it has changed the position. Look, original photo, new photo. Original photo, new photo. Original photo, new photo. This is insane, guys. Insane. And it's something that I think people will love and start using with the iPhone. No more badly positioned pictures. You can pretty much fix all of your mistakes in editing. If you go into settings, you can definitely tell that you can't find the Apple Intelligence plus Siri background. And if I click the unlock button, the lock button, you can see that I still have the old Siri available. So yes, the Siri AI integration with iPhones are only available on the US. Still, this iPhone is on the US region, as you can tell, but it is not available here. Apple Intelligence is still not available on this iPhone, and that means that it's still region locked or even software locked for some iPhones. That's a shame. And that's a problem, because if you are considering upgrading for iOS 27 beta, probably the biggest reason is the new Siri AI. And still, you don't have it available. This is pretty bad, because again, like I told you, it has been a few minutes and it has dropped by around 4% the battery. It only has 14% right now. And the most surprising part about this definitely is the usage. If I go into battery, it has 14%. But the worst part is, as you can see, the usage, 47%, 1.5 hours. This is terrible screen time. And this is because of the beta version being so unstable. And the phone is getting really hot. So be very careful. Don't install the beta, guys. It's not worth it. If you have installed iOS 27 beta and you don't know how to go back, let me introduce you to TenoShare's new tool, Reboot, where you can actually reboot your iOS 27 device that you have installed with developer beta to iOS 26 without losing your data. This is very important. Click on the free download button, wait for it to install, and it's that simple. Then, after you open up the app, you connect your iOS 27 device via USB-C. That's simple. It might pop up a window saying, for you to allow to connect to the computer, click yes. Afterwards, go into the backup and restore menu, where you will need to back up your iPhone to your computer. This is the most important step, guys. Don't miss it or you will lose your data. Now comes the easy part. You simply click on iOS upgrade downgrade option, then choose downgrade. Again, don't install iOS beta. Click on the big blue downgrade button, and then 2 iOS versions will appear. Choose iOS 26.5, the most recent signed version by Apple at this point. Click on download, and that's it. So thank you TenoShare for sponsoring today's video. The link will be in the description down below. Something I consider is simply aesthetic, and I don't see a big reason why they did it, is the new settings menu on the camera app. I don't think this is big. I don't think this is actually a change at all. It's just aesthetic. Obviously, you got more settings right now than you had before on the tip of your fingers, but still, most people don't use them. I do. Most people don't use them. On the top, you have the basic settings for changing the format, the exposure, flash, or even the live photos. So yes, it might be useful for some, but most people, I don't think they will notice. Oh, one thing now that the iOS 27 it is much faster at processing photos. So whenever you take a photo, it's actually much faster showing up here on the Photos app and even processing the image. So iOS 27 brings with it really fast improvements to the OS, especially on airdrop. So whenever airdropping images now, it's much faster than before. Airdropping to that iPad right there, you can see this is a big image, done. So yes, really fast airdrop, 80% faster according to Apple. And with that in mind, I don't think you should install the developer version, not even the public beta. Wait until September whenever Apple launches iOS 27. These might seem stable, these might seem usable, but trust me, I wouldn't put a single penny that this wouldn't even just crash and delete all of my data. Because iOS public betas, iOS developer betas, they are always very unstable. They destroy your battery health. Don't install them. I have them on my secondary iPhone, so no issues here. If something happens to the data inside, no problem. But if you are doing it on your main device, it's a really big risk. Don't do it. It is not worth it. Oh, by the way, if you are wondering, this has been done on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, so I have access to all the features. And still, here in Europe, as you saw, I don't have access to Siri AI. But I do have access to Apple Intelligence. I don't know what's happening. The new wallpapers are awesome, because now you have the option to choose dynamic wallpaper. What this means is, it's dynamically changing the color, as you are seeing. Like, it goes from purple to this goldish color, and all the colors intermediate. It's so cool. You can also choose the solid color that you want, or even the iOS 27 color profile, which is this goldish to purple, and then here you have the dynamic one that changes from purple to gold and all the colors between. So awesome. I will leave this one. This is incredible and I love it. So yeah, awesome. Another big change with iOS 27 that I think it's pretty useful and I found out pretty useful in the last week was Image Playground. I mean, you can now create anything that you want using only your voice, and it's pretty much an image generating app that gives you different choices. This is amazing, comes for free on iOS, so no more paying for AI subscription services that will generate images. You can do it by yourself right here. Space wallpaper for my Mac. Oh, currently not working. See, this is one of the issues with beta versions, but it was working before, and I generated 3 images, as you can see. This is my brother playing basketball on an animation style. I've also generated this dog eating a hot dog with a hat, and the same dog, the same golden retriever. Oh, you can also edit the image afterwards, but the same dog, same golden retriever with the same hat using a baseball bat. Again, it's so much fun, and you can see the prompt that was used to create the image, and then you can edit it and create it later. Let me see if I can do the same thing, if it's the issue with the prompt or the issue with the Apple Intelligence or Image Playground. But, oh, you can also select people. For example, come here, select myself. Let's see. Select this image. Let's say, wearing sunglasses. Ha! See, so cool. Here I am, wearing sunglasses. Is it credible? Like, is it me? You can definitely see some areas where it's not me, but it's not that bad. I think it has found older photos of myself and combined glasses that I had in those photos. But I want the glasses to be golden. So we wait. Let's see if they change the color of the glasses. Yeah, they did. The glasses are now golden, more like Tom Cruise style. Much better. Still, the image is not perfect, and I think there are better AIs out there, especially Google, VO, or even Xfilter. They do a much better job generating images. Still, awesome that this is for free on iOS 27. According to Apple, cleanup is also much better, and so let's test it out. Cleanup was a terrible mess in the past, but now I should be able to remove objects if I select them, or cleanup will select them by themselves. Let's see. No. I have to select an object. For example, let's select this big rock here at the back. I should be able to select it all at once, but I don't think it will do a great job. But according to Apple, this is much better. Cleanup, no, terrible job, as you can see right here. So yes, cleanup still has its difficulties, its messes, but it does work better. In some examples, it does work better. In some examples, it is a really, really good feature. And in some examples, it's definitely worth it. In this one, it wasn't. One thing is, all the icons are a bit different, and you can probably tell, let me see if I can show you, the photos icon, the camera icon, the notes icon, the message icon, even the YouTube icon and some other apps like WhatsApp have been changed to get this very, very faint but noticeable like 3D effect on their icons. This is very slight, but you can definitely notice if you look for it. So yeah, it does look more like a liquid glass aesthetic to the iPhone, does give it that, but it's so small. I mean, so small in some apps that most people won't notice, but it's really nice to have this design continuity on iOS. And so, let me know in the comments down below if you are using the iOS 27 beta. You're crazy, but let me know all of that. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.